right, guys, it's Wayne again. I am a little bit under the weather, so don't mind my voice here, but I wanted to get this video out. So now, just imagine that you have, for those of you who have the Hoover One Power, this is a cordless Hoover upright. Looks very similar to the Oreck. And if you don't know, Hoover, Oreck, Dirt Devil, those are under like one conglomerate setup. So a lot of the designs you're going to notice they're similar, okay? But for this particular issue today, the handle broke, okay? And if you try to surge, this is the handle, like, you see that? All right, and I'll bring it down a little bit lower so you can see what happened to this thing. Look at this here. All right, and if you try to search for this thing, well, all right, this way, you're not gonna find it. And if you do, I mean, you might find it somewhere, but it's really hard to find. The regular distribution centers are not gonna sell them. I normally will refer people to parts warehouse online. If I don't have the part, that's time to go there. And what's great about that site is that and there's no promotion here. That'll be great. If you guys hear it, you can call me. But excuse me. Yeah, they have great schematics and everything else. So you put in your model number for what you have, and then they'll give you the parts and all that stuff. So that's great, right? And it's a good way to compare prices to a place like that. So it's a pretty cool resource that I use. I have no problem telling people about it. It's not going to hurt me any. But so what do you do, right? Now that you have this, and you're like, oh my God, what do I do? I can't even find a part, Well, you're in luck. Remember when I said that? Oh, by the way, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. All right, and there are other days I'm a little bit more livelier than this, and I am really feeling like go home in bed, drink some tea kind of stuff. But if you don't dismay, guys. Guess what? Oreck sells the same design. Okay, this is Oreck. Okay, and this is the Elevate series, and this one is cordless. And you can find this handle. Okay, is that simple? That's it. So let me kind of give you a walkthrough as to how to replace the handle if you need to, and how simple it is. It's just everything has this degree of difficulty. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes it's time consuming, and sometimes it's just messing with stuff that you're just like, I don't want to do with it. So if you take it to a shop, yes, you're gonna have to pay for their know-how and time and parts. Keep that in mind. But if you're a do-it-yourself and you want to do it at home, just order the part in. If it's free shipping, great. If not, that plus shipping, and then just take the time and slowly break it down, and you'll be able to get it. Save yourself some money, especially if you're in a corner that don't have any repair shops. All right. So let me walk you through this, and we can go from there. All right. So first things first. Most likely, let me show you how this is set up. The cord is going to be running along the. You're going to have to separate the cord first. All right. Let me bring this up. Right. The cord is going to be running along this little clip here. And then it's going to go up the side. Where is it at here? All right, here. And then up in here. See that right there? Okay. And then go up to the thing. So release the cord, because what that's going to do is going to give you a little bit of flexibility, because, well, that's if it's still, if the handle is still attached to here. If not, like this one, is often you don't really have to worry about this much, okay? But still, to install it, you may have to. Keep that in mind, okay? To install it, to let's say you put the handle back, and now you have to reach up. You may want to have a little bit of flexibility down here so you can reach it and put it back on top, all right? Okay, so now, there's a couple of screws. Okay, easy to see. You're gonna have one here. You're gonna have a screw over here. All right, and then on the machine itself, you're gonna have two screws. All right, let me show you. I already took them out already, but I'll show you the spots. All right, you're gonna have one here, one here. Okay. All right. Now there's a secret screw. Secret screw. Secret screw. And it is not hard to get out. You just have to just kind of, you can get a butter knife or something, or a flathead screwdriver, or even your fingernails, and just pry this off. It's rubber, okay? And then you could take the screw out of this section here, okay? So let's get these screws out. So let's have you take a look at what's in here. Now, my little switch just fell down, but I'll get it. Take a look at what's in here. So now you have a power cable. You have this here. You have this little section here. This little board, okay? And then you have little connectors back here, okay? All right, so take a picture of how things are sitting, because you're gonna want to make sure they're sitting there again. Also, take a look at this. All right, now let me show you. You see how you have those two slots? Okay, so the cords are gonna go in those slots, because what happened? Let's say you put the cord on the side. That pressure from closing it could also sever the cord and everything else. So you want to put everything back exactly the way you got it, okay? All right, so now let's see what we have to do here, because it looked like, if you look at it, you have a stopper here, which is important, right? They're gonna have to do that so you don't yank on it. See that? All right, but then you have your cord going all the way up into here, okay? And now if I have to do a second part of this video, and I'll be in different clothes. Don't worry about it. I'm near the very end of my day, and I really absolutely have to go down and chill out. But I want to get this first part down. I didn't want to miss it. Okay. Time is like that for me, so I gotta grab it when I can. All right. Okay. So now we're gonna get this off. Okay. So now, I want you to also pay close attention to what position this is in, okay, on the way in, all right? So in other words, this is facing the same direction where this is. That's where this section is. So you don't want to put it in backwards and have to force it. And you probably can't even get it in there. Let me see if I can. Yeah, you can. You can get it in. But I was wondering if you can still get it in there, because sometimes they'll cut it in such a way. See the way it's shaped? And I figured it might be cut in such a way that you can't. But anyway, so that's that. That's the first part. So we got it out, all right? So this can slide in, and then when you put it back, you just, gosh, camera work. Need to get my sons in here. All right. So that's that. All right, great. Next. Okay, next. All right, be patient with me, folks. All right, so next up. So what I'm thinking is going to happen here, I'm thinking we can just slide this out. Let's see. All right, but you most likely have to separate this. So let's do that now. And if I'm not mistaken, the way you separate these things here is you kind of press this end. Okay, let me give it a little pressure and pop it out. You can also use a needle nose, okay, if your fingers are not strong enough. Look like mine isn't. Okay, come on, buddy. Why am I having such a tough time with this? Someone's like, and you expect me to do this thing and you're having a tough time? Got it. Golly. Okay. All right, anyway. Let me look at it again. See if, no. Man, you know what? This one didn't even have that clamp, man. You just had to get a pliers, a needle nose pliers or regular pliers, and just yank it out. Because now I'm looking at it, there's no clamp on it. I've seen some with clamps, but this one doesn't have it. This one here, you really can't even see it too well. This one here doesn't have it. It's just friction, okay? All right, guys. Just stay with me, all right? All right, so now looks like this slides over. It looks like it's on this side of the. It's on this side. Look, let me see if you could see inside. You see, there's an opening here. I could push my screwdriver up in there. So it looked like I just have to slide it that way and pull it down. All right, let's give that a shot. All right, okay, folks, I'm back. All right, okay, so let's do what we can to get this out of here. Now, what it looks like is that you're just gonna have to pry this a little bit away from the back because it's in like a nesting, you know, like a little thing cut out to let it sit and not be pulled down. Okay, it has little shells, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So it looked like what we can do is just kind of move it and just kind of wiggle it down and get it out. Okay, when I said at nesting, you see how that's set up. So just imagine if you have a plastic piece that sticks this way, another one sticks there, and then this just sits right. This one sits on one, this one sits on the other, and that's it. Okay, so anyway, so this is the old stuff. You just have to deal with the fact that the color scheme may be is going to be all black. The ones that you're going to get are going to look just like this. Okay, and what I'll do is I'm also going to double check and see if our distributors got these in now, and if you do find yourself in a position, if we do have them in, we'll have it in the description below, so you can just order them and follow this guideline through. Okay. All right, so here we go. Now you see how it's set up? Okay, like this. All right. So the here's the one. Now, to get this off, you're gonna have to unscrew it. Okay. So let's walk through this. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Can you see? Can you see? Yep, you can see better now. All right. So now let's unscrew this here. Get this off. Get this off. A little patience, you know. Actually, I don't even have to. I may have to, because you don't want to stretch it so tight that you don't want to work like that. So take it off. These pieces come right off. These are the broken pieces, obviously. Yeah. It's best to work separate. This is the old piece, and it's best to work separate from having the machine like in an upright position like that. Okay. All right. So what you would do, you're still gonna need this part. Let me just put this on a little stand right here. You're still gonna need this. Okay. This is attached to the power, the cord that goes down to the area there, and then you have these. So let's work this way. Let's get it back up into here. Okay. All right. And we're doing this from the back, so let's go for it. Slide it up. Do it again. Do it again so you can see it. All right. Slide it up all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way, and now we're gonna have to just kind of wiggle it in. Just kind of get it in there. Okay. Now it's in there. See that? All right. Okay. Now I'll just have it on one side of the unit. The way I have it set up is it's on. Well, if you're looking at it this way, this is my right hand. So this is where I found it. So I'm just going to put it back the way I found it, okay? All right. And you see these little things here? Okay, so I'm going to, you know what it looks like? That they made it so you can have two cords or something. Maybe interesting. All right, anyway, that's a whole nother thing. We're not going to get into that right now. All right, so let's reconnect these. Okay, just snap it in. It's in, just like that. All right. Now you remember which route to go, right? We're gonna slide this. This is already facing the back, and we're gonna just slide it in. We're just gonna slide it right in there. It's a little slot. See that? Slides out, slide in. Okay. And then we're going to kind of nestle these in here. 1, 2, see that? And this is back in here, and there you go, right? So now, next step, you get your wand thing here. And I don't think you have to worry too much about which direction to put this in, because if you notice, you have the screws on both sides, but also these are on both sides. So the side that this is on is just a blank, all right? And that's dirt. All right, see that right there? And so it doesn't matter. It's not like one has one and one has another, so don't worry. All right, so we put it here like this. Okay, make sure everything is, before I put it down, I'm gonna double check. Make sure this is in a little slot. This is in a little slot. This is in this little slot. Okay, great. This is snug, okay? Slot. Pull this to the side. You don't want screws to mess with these guys, all right? And now, we just snap everybody in place. Okay. All right, let's... Oh, wait. Time out. I still have another issue. Sorry about that, guys. It's very easy. You know, you ever you ever put stuff together and you left the screw out? That's what just happened, okay? That's what just happened just now. All right. Give me a second. Ugh. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna put this in this little hole. Now, I want you to notice how I'm gonna put it in. So when you're looking down towards the floor, you want to be able to see the word carpet, hard floor, and off. You don't want it to be upside down, so that's how we're putting it in, okay? All right. Okay. All right. I accidentally turned something on. All right, off. All right, so now, you know what? You know what I didn't tell you? My apologies to all of you who picked this up earlier. Silly me. Now, I can make another video and so it looks perfect. Or I can just remind you, take the battery out when you're working on these things. Okay, let's keep going. Now, again, these are the same mistakes we make at home, right? Okay, so just imagine you got an uncle that's trying to fix something, and this is, excuse me, I'm uncle. Oh my gosh. All right, anyway, here we go. Okay, we're gonna put this in, okay. All right, and then we're gonna make sure everything going nice and neat. All right, everything is in. Make sure everybody finds a home. Okay, now if you have anything that's out of place, just don't force it. You know, you don't want to force anything. Just get yourself together. Make sure that nothing is in its way. Now look, this looks closed. Watch. This looks closed pretty much, but I have a slight resistance right here. Section. So I'm gonna take this off again, just to be safe and see where my resistance is coming from. Now I see this wire is probably a little bit more up than I want it to be, right? So I'm gonna kind of tuck it behind this thing really nice. Okay, I don't want this to be the problem. Most likely that solved it. Now, I want you to see what I'm doing. I'm also gonna put this in first if I can, okay? All right. And, okay, voila. Everything is set. Okay, good, everybody is in their place. Now, what's good is, you know what? Put the first screw, that screw right in the middle, just knock that out first. Let's just do that. Let's knock that screw out first, all right? Let's knock this guy out first. Let's get him. 'Cause that's like the center mass, you know? And this way, if you have to let go, you know, all right? Boom, 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 boom. Good. See? center mass, everything's together. All right. And then you can proceed with the rest. Let's get this guy in. Okay. Let's get this guy in. Now, I don't know if there's something that you can do to avoid these things breaking, you know, again, because take a look at the design. The handle stops right here, and that's where it broke. Okay, that's where it broke. It broke right where this metal stops. Okay, so you know, I don't know if it happened twice to you. You know, maybe you can reinforce this area with something that, because you know, like when you're vacuuming, you're putting a little pressure and stuff like that. And I'm thinking that's probably what happened. Hold on, let me get the broken one so we can be absolutely certain that I'm not just talking, you know. Right here, let's line it up. You see that? See that? And that's the length. Let me get I got another shaft right here. I got another shaft right here. Look. All right, and look at that. See that? So chances are that's the weak spot right there, and maybe you can, you know, I don't know if you want to put wraps on your thing, but if you know, if you're like, man, this is the way I manhandle these machines, you know, and it's probably best I reinforce it, you know. You know yourself, you know what I mean? So take your time, okay? All right, I think that is it. Guys, I'm just gonna start putting this together, and for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, please do now. Why not, man? I mean, click a little subscription, you know. If I put up another video, it shows up, you know. You can ignore it, or you can watch it. You can just say, hey Wayne, you know, in the comments, hey Wayne, what's up? All right, that's all right. I'll try to answer everybody. All right, here's one more. Okay, and it helps out the channel. You know, we're on the head trying to make these little things. Okay, so then you have your little knob. Snap it in, and voila, we got a replacement. Okay, so what do we do? See why I didn't want to do that? I mean, you probably have a little room. You do. But I just didn't want to take a chance. Okay, so let's put this on first. Okay, slide it down. All the way down. Actually, let me put it on here first. Let's do this. Let's put it on here first. Okay, slide this all the way down. It's all the way down. Then I can turn this. Can I turn it right? Yep. Nice and tight. And then we can put our little cord holder stuff back in place. And let's test it. Let's see if it works. If that okay. It's not battery charged. Awesome. Beautiful. And that's it, guys. You know, I started to panic, right? I was like, oh God, what did I do? All right, folks. I'll see you later. All right, until next time. You guys take it easy. Stay positive. I will be resting for the rest of the evening. Okay? All right. Bye-bye.